Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. All right, first and foremost, facing the east, all praises be to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakah, HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 servants of Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining yourself in this truth. All right. Under grace, which we are saved, man, through our King, Yahawashi. All right, so Shalawam also to the foreign Israelite that may look like the heathen, but you are indeed an Israelite living amongst the heathen. Shalawam to you as well. All right, Shalawam to you, brothers and sisters. This is another lesson brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. It's your brother, Yaramya Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson. Okay, and I want to go into false gods, right? Because this is many things that's brought by this nation, Babylon, man. This wicked place, right? This whore is derived from false gods. Okay, so I'll be reading, of course, out of the scriptures, but also got a book. It's Saturnalia, right? Pagans, Ancient and Modern, all right, by Brian Ahtham, okay? So this book basically goes into a lot of false gods that Americans openly worship, but they don't understand that they worship, okay? So this goes into a lot of certain festivals that you call Christmas, that you call Valentine's Day, that you call Easter, okay? So these holidays, which you call them holidays, right? They are not holy days, but they are holidays, all right? They go back to certain false gods, okay? You know, and Shalawam to all the brothers and sisters coming up in here. So I'm going to read the introduction real quick right here. On his deathbed in 3037 AD, the Roman Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity and decreed it should become the religion of the Roman Empire. All right, and we know Constantine is known for doing this. He's known for mixing our faith, right, with paganism, okay? So he decreed it should become the religion of the Roman Empire. Paganism has dominated until that time, and with the advent of Christianity, the character of Europe changed. But paganism celebrated man's deepest instincts and rang true to everyday experience. It had flourished for thousands of years, and its modern festivals on May Day and the summer solstice still chime closely with what it is to be human. The years from the decline of the Roman Empire until the Renaissance were marked by population, migration, and wars, and because of sparse record keeping, they become known as the Dark Ages. Now, who goes into those records, man? Us, the prophets, right? The brothers that's going to bring out the truth. That these so-called Dark Ages, this is who was ruling at that point in time. A lot of Israelites. You got the Byzantine Empire. You got the so-called Moors. Okay? These are Israelites. All right? You have many Israelites that was ruling during the Dark Ages. Even what you know is Rome. We were ruling when it was known as the Holy Roman Empire. All right? Constantine himself was a Jake. All right? Constantine himself was a Jake. Yes, indeed. So he was a wicked Jake, but let alone he was still a Jake. All right? You have many wicked Jakes that are in power today as well, that, you know, that are faces of certain things. They're not really in power because the so-called banking elites families are in power, right? But you got Jake that can be brought up to a certain status because they sell their soul. All right? Constantine basically, he corrupted what we hold dear and he integrated paganism with our true faith, which is this truth, man, you know. All right, so let's get a little bit more of this, because this is actually pretty good. But some records, so I could try to get back in focus, but some records were made, and the evidence is now being uncovered and studied by scholars. Now, let's get that in the scriptures. Let's go to the book of Daniel. Right? Brothers already should know where I'm going. Because what's going on? Knowledge is increased. Daniel 12:4. And let's start at the top. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since. And that's Jacob's trouble. There was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right, and that's speaking about the saints. That's speaking about the remnant. All right, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Okay, this is speaking about you, brothers. Those that's living in this truth. If you get unalive for Yahawashi, right, you're going to come back and you're going to be straight, man. But if you wasn't living in this truth and you doing wickedness, then and you get unalived for whatever reason it may be, you get judged before the day of Yahawah, then you're going to come back for that lake of fire. Okay? So this is what it's speaking about. All right? And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. And that's speaking about the remnant. That's speaking about the prophets, the brothers that's out there on the corners, the brothers that's putting in work constantly, man. Every single day sounding the trumpet, you know. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And when Daniel was getting this was about 2,500 years ago, 600 years ago, that Daniel was getting these, these visions and these things, getting told what to do by Yahawah himself, okay, through the angels. So this is the time where it spoke of where knowledge shall be increased, okay? This is the end times. These are the last days of Esau Edom's kingdom, this wicked kingdom. Those that rule the world, the wicked that rule the world. Hey, Shalawam, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, Barak Ahtham, to all the brothers, Akyam, Wa Akwathiam, that's up in here. So when this dude right here, Brian Bothan is letting you know, but some records were made and the evidence is now being uncovered and studied by scholars. This knowledge is being increased. The dominant pagan religion of the Roman Empire was Mothericism. All right, Mothericism. And I might be pronouncing it incorrectly, but it's all good. Y'all can see it right there. You can look it up and Google it. Mothericism. All right. The worship of the sun god, Motheris. This began in Persia 5,000 years ago and was brought to Greece when Persia was conquered by Alexander the Creep, right? And we know that Alexander the Creep, his men frowned upon him because, first of all, he was a Mo, if you understand that, right? And everywhere he went, he liked to take on the customs and the culture of the people that he was conquering. Okay, this is what he was known for. If you go into, you can go and watch it on YouTube, Kings and Generals. That's a good one to watch, Kings and Generals. And it describes how Alexander the Creep took over and he started taking over and he started taking the customs and the cultures of the places he was taking over. And this is how they started worshiping certain Persian things, right? And his men frowned upon it. He was messing with, their women and their men, okay? Because he was, as the brother put, fruity pebbles, man. All right? This is what he was, and this is also why he unalived, because he came down with something, man. All right, he came down with something. Okay, in Rome, it was extremely popular with the people and with the Senate and the Roman emperors. Some of its festivals survive today, and one example is the midwinter festival of Yahawah, which is known as Christmas, which was very similar to our modern Christmas. In Northern Europe, Catholicism eventually came up against the belief systems of the Norsemen and their own gods, Thor and Odin. And that right there, Norse mythology, is where you get your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's all Norse mythology. All right. You know, a lot of these, the calendar and all that type of stuff. So, you know, they was basically going against each other. And in Britain, it was confronted by Druidism, which was the religion of the Celts and originated in southern Spain or Africa. The Druids had a learned priestly castle whose practice prophesied, punished lawbreakers, and executed criminals. They presided over animal and human sacrifices and practiced healing with natural remedies like Mr. Toe. Now, going back, and we're going to hit some scriptures in a minute, going back, understanding that a lot of this is happening in the Dark Ages. So, who was the first Vikings? Understanding that it was Jake. It was Israelites that were doing these wicked paganism. It was that doing these wicked pagan festivals that was doing this type of stuff. It was Israelites that was worshiping Celtic beliefs and things like that. You had Israelites that were so-called Moors. What were Moors mainly? Islamic. Okay? I need to practice my reading skills. All right, man, get up out of here, dog. If you can't understand what I'm saying, then step. It's not for you, dude. All right, scriptures say we come with a stammering tongue. Is you getting the message? Is you getting that what you worship, Christmas, Valentine's Day, all of that is wicked? All right? Here come the scoffers. Here come the mockers. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of this, and then we're going to move to the scriptures. So, Matharis and midwinter, which is basically your Christmas. In our modern midwinter festival of Christmas, we have Christmas trees, house decorations, and lights and carols from Victorian Germany, Santa Claus and reindeers, from Scandinavia, and a frenzy of gift shopping driven by our modern consumer economy. A pious Oliver Cromwell didn't like Christmas at all, but when he abolished it, he made a serious mistake, and it was soon reinstated when he died. But the origins of Christmas go back 5,000 years to when the Persians worshipped Matharis, the sun god. And really, it even goes back further, because all of this is coming from Egyptians, and then that's going even further to the Sumerians, right? Nothing's new under the sun. These false gods always find their way to creep into a civilization, all right? So, he was the source of life, and his midwinter feast on the 21st of December was called Yahawah. The pagan rituals were intended to protect people during the longest night of the year, when evil forces were imagined to be at their most threatening. Families gathered together and stayed awake all night for safety, and having survived the longest night, the following day was a cause for celebration. All right, so you get that, okay? And these are some of the little pictures they got. Basically, false gods of wood and stone that our fathers have never known, all right? So I ain't going to read all that. We're going to hit some scriptures and get into it. And this book right here, it goes into many pagan rituals, man. All right? If you really, and you could just Google this stuff. Really Google, just type in the origins of Valentine's Day and it'll bring it up. You can just Google that stuff and it'll show you all this stuff that these Edomites have given us is wickedness. Now, let's go to Jeremiah 10th chapter, right? Because everything they talked about in there, trees, decorations, all of that. Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which Yahawah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahawah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. And vain means void, empty, it's pointless, it's no benefit. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. All right. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Yahawah, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. That's why you gotta worship the true name, Yahawah. All right, Bahashem Yahawashi, the Father and the Son. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doeth it appertain, for as much as among all the wise men of the nations in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Ophaz, the work of the workmen and of the hands of the founder. Blue and purple is their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men. But Yahawah is the true power. He is the living power and an everlasting king. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. There's going to be no type of false god worship in the kingdom, man. All right? His name is not Yah. It's Yahawah. All right? We ain't going to be saying Yah in the kingdom. Understand that, bro. You saying all praise to the Most High Yah. Do me a favor, Judah. And it's not going to be, we ain't going to be worshiping Yah, man. It's going to be Yahawah. You going to show honor to his name. You're not going to shorten it. He's not your friend. All right? Ain't no nicknames around here. You're going to fear Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Okay? You know? And that's important, bro. Because really the Hebrew, if you saying Yah, that's just saying he. But what is he? He exists. He told Moses, I am. All right? From our perspective, he is. He exists. That's Yahawah. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning to exist, to be. So you got to say the whole thing. All right? And this is if you can't get nothing, it's just important that you get the correct name. That's your protection. And then you build a foundation off of that. You got to build that proper foundation. If you start building a house incorrectly at the beginning, then the rest of it is going to crumble and fall down, even though it may look good, but it's going to fall down eventually because the foundation was rooted in wickedness. Okay? That's why you can't come into this thing with a fake name, a false name. All right? So, I'm going to read it one more time, verse 10. But Yahawah is the true power. He is the living power and an everlasting king. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nation shall not be able to abide his indignations. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. He hath made the earth by his power. He has established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by his discretion. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heaven, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. All right? Who made the chart? The chart was that's going back. That's going back to the 70s, man. You know, Elder Abba Bibbins. All right? Who we know to be Elijah through the Spirit. Or John the Baptist. Same soul. Brought back. All right? Letting you know who you are. Okay? And this is a chart that you see many brothers with on the highways and byways, on the corners, pushing this truth to our people. All right? So, basically these false gods are not going to save you. Let's go over there. Let's boast a little bit with Jeremiah 2:28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah. Wherefore will you plead with me? Ye all have transgressed against me, saith Yahawah. In vain have I smitten your children, they receive no correction. Your own sword hath devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. O generation, see ye the word of Yahawah. Have I been a wilderness unto Yasharahla, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords, we will come no more unto thee. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Yahawah was like, come on, man. Why trimmeth thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Also in thy skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents. I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these. Yet thou sayest, because I am innocent, surely his anger shall turn from me. None of us is innocent. Behold, I will plead with thee, because thou sayest, I have not sinned. Why? These are rhetoricals. Why gaddeth thou about so much to change thy way? Thou also shalt be ashamed of Egypt, as thou was ashamed of Assyria. Yet thou shalt go forth from him, and thy hands upon thy head. For Yahawah hath rejected thy confidences, and thou shalt not prosper in them. Okay? I'm so confused with his name. Yahweh, Yeshua, Mashiach. How do I know for sure? All right? And that's, guess who gave you that? The so-called white man. When the so-called white man is giving you the name, of course you're going to be confused. All right? If you've seen the Passion of Christ, they saying Yahshua. You know that's not the name. The white man is never going to give you the proper name, sister. So what you need to do is stick to the scriptures. All right? Now, I'm going to touch on it in a minute. So basically, the first question on this, though, was, but where are thy gods? This is the key one I wanted to go into. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. These false gods, your Christmas, your Valentine's Day, your Easter, let them save you. If they can save you, let them come and save you. Yo, Yahweh, let them come and save you. Yahweh goes back to Baal, Satan, you know? So let Yahweh come and save you, man. It's not going to work out. Okay? Now, for that sister, all right, let's go to Exodus, the 3rd chapter, verse 14. And power, because God, it would be Allah right there. A-H-L-A, not Allah, how the Muslims say it, but Allah means power. And power said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Yasharahla, I am have sent me unto you. And power said, moreover, meaning he was elaborating, he was explaining more, unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Yasharahla, Yahawah. His name would be right there. He was saying his name, right? You go in here and you go to the, right here, right? That's Yahawah, right? Reading in the Aramaic, the Assyrian. That's Yah. This character right there is Yah. This character is Ha. As you see it right here again, Ha. And this right here is Wah. So Yah, Ha, Wah, Ha. And you put it together, it's Yahawah. Because these two are conjoined, basically a conjunction. So that last A on that Ha is going to be took away. And it's going to be Yahawah. It's not going to be this. Once again, this is the blue letter, but the so-called white man goes off. They're adding the E's, they're adding the O's, and they're adding the V's. It's no E's, O's, and V's in our language. All right? So we have to go off the correct Hebrew. And matter of fact, I'm going to go get a Hebrew chart. I found one, one of my old ones, and I'm going to go get it. Salaki, 1 second. Alright. So, this is the proper Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew alphabet. Alright? So, we would take it right here. It would be Yah, right? Ha, Wa, Ha. And you can see this all over Google. Okay? Because the true name is out there. It's just you got to be diligent and search it up. Yahawah. All right? And it's going to be Yahawah. Even this shit is going off. All right? This is correct. Yahawah. All right? And this would be Yahawashi's name right here. Yahawah Shah. And then I. So this is the name of the Father, Yahawah, and this is the name of the Son, Yahawashi. All right? Please pronounce the sons of Jacob. What you mean, like their names? So, let me see. And what I'm reading right here is the Paleo Hebrew. This is the ancient Hebrew. Let me finish the main lesson and then we'll go into the chart just a little bit. So, finishing this one. And power said moreover unto Moses, thou shalt thus say unto the children of Yasharahla, Yahawah, power of your fathers. The power of Abraham, which is letting you know that Abraham knew the name. He had the correct name. This is his power. Yahawah is his power. The power of Isaac. Isaac had the correct name. And the power of Jacob. Jacob had the correct name. Have sent me unto you. This is my name forever. And this is my memorial unto all generations. So that's also letting you know this is his name forever. And I want to get another scripture, Psalms 45:17. I will make thy name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore shall the people praise thee forever and ever. So that means that's letting you know his name is on this earth. It ain't forgot about. It ain't lost. It's on the earth. Actually, it's a key. The name is a key to get really, the name, grace, right? Walking in the correct way is a key. Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So that name is proper. That name is what you need. All right? You saying the KJV version is not legit. You not legit. Okay? The KJV version is the most legit version. It's the most proper version. And I'll show you that right now, man. Okay? And then I got to get back to the lesson. Because I actually did a correction video on myself because I had read a different version and I went off. Now let's read Leviticus 11:18. And the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle. Now, this right here, swan, if you go into that, that's anything in that family, which is like duck or goose, right? And I had ate duck twice in my life. And one time when I was in the truth. And that's because I had read a different version. Now, if we go get a different version, my Bibles, and go let's just get a random version, man. Latin Vogue, not the Latin Vulgate. The WEB. All right. I got downloaded. NLT. Okay, we get the NLT. And read the same scripture. Right? What was that? Basically, just read this whole section. The eagle owl, the short-eared owl, the seagull, hawks of all kinds, the little owl, the cormorant, the great owl. That's what it's calling the swan now. The great owl. It's not saying swan anymore. The barn owl, the desert owl, the Egyptian vulgate. Dang, Elder Apostle Gabar be putting them side by side. I don't even know how to do that. My Bible, KJV. You go back to KJV. We reading verse 18. And the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle. You see how they changed that? You see how they changed that in the NLT? The barn owl, the desert owl, the Egyptian vulgate. Okay? You see how they changed that? So in the NLT, you thinking you can eat duck. Okay? So this brother talking about the KJV is not accurate. You off. Okay? And look, because Esau Edom did that. I'll go, because you go type in, is duck kosher. Because kosher means you can eat it. According to the Shulchan Aruch, all types of duck are kosher. And that's a fucking lie. The Torah lists some birds that are forbidden, but doesn't specify which ones are permitted. In practice, people only eat birds that have an established tradition of being kosher, such as ducks, chickens, turkeys, and geese. You can't eat geese and you can't eat ducks, man. All right? In the KJV, it automatically tells you that. So, once again, and the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle. The duck and the geese, the goose, is in the swan family. So this guy talking about the KJV is off. You off, bro. You not legit. Parallel. Man, how you do that again? Parallel. I should know how to do. Hey, the water. KJV, NLT. All right. Boom. Hey, the water. That's beautiful. Hey, now I'm gonna be doing this on lessons now. And the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle. The barn owl, the desert owl, the Egyptian, they changed it. You see? They changed it. Ain't nowhere in the NLT is it mentioning the swan or the duck or the goose. So they letting you know, according to them, it's kosher. But according to King James, which is the proper Bible, it's not kosher. They changing what you can eat. You should start wondering about that. Like, this is what we've been talking about when we say the Bible has been twisted or manipulated. Yes, it has. This is why you got to take things back to the Hebrew. Because like I said, I made a correction video when it was brought to my attention, right? So that's important, man. All right, and then when we back up off that, let's get back into it. Because these false gods. All right. Matter of fact, let's go to Deuteronomy 28, since I quoted it earlier. (28) and 60. Matter of fact, just 68. Nah, 64. And Yahawah shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Okay? So this is what's going on. You people are worshiping false gods. Y'all worshiping Yahweh, Kemet, Egyptology. Y'all worshiping anything except your true power, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. And this is a curse that has been set on our people. Many curses have been set on our people. And the only one that can bring us up out of this curse is Yahawashi. Okay? We are under these curses until we get on the chariot. From the curse to the chariot, man. That's it. It ain't no way you can escape these curses. You can be an Israelite with some money and leave America, but if you ain't living correctly, you still gonna be unalived in the wilderness, the rebels. All right, so you're not gonna be able to escape. It doesn't matter where you go or where you live. Okay, judgment is coming. Fear Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi or meet the sword. All right, I had to take parallel off. Hey, so For elect only. Who is this dude? Free will is mentioned in the Bible. We already know you off. You talking about free will is mentioned in the Bible. Okay? You off, man. You off. Where is free will mentioned in the Bible? I looked at your bio just one time. For elect only. You clearly not a part of the elect if you talking that bullshit. Okay? All right? You off, man. 17 X's apparently. The word is mentioned. The word. All right, let's. See, and matter of fact, I'm glad you came here because actually you proven. You proven. Let's get these scriptures for you, man. All right. Job 34:21. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. Psalms 140:4. Keep me, O Yahawah, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. Now, Yahawah understands, and he knows he's pushing all your goings. For the ways of man are before the eyes of Yahawah, and he pondereth all his goings. Man's goings, Proverbs 20:24, are of the Lord, Yahawah. How can a man then understand his own way? You are at the will and the mercy of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. He is controlling. It's his determination to gather the nations. He is controlling these heathens, and he got them doing whatever he wanted them to do. We call that the trick bag. All right? The brother Kakama brought out Job 33:17. That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit and his life from perishing by the sword. All right. Oh, yeah, that's it right there. The talking about a dream. Yeah. For power speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. It's Job 33:14. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. Okay? That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. So you get your understanding, you get your instructions at night when you sleep. And you talking about free will. You have free will. You do not have free will, brother. At all. You do not. What's that one in Jeremiah? I know it's one in Jeremiah that I love. I just can't remember it. I'm going to try to go find it, though. Salakia. Nah, it ain't over here. It ain't over here. Man, we could just get a basic one, man. Jeremiah 1:5. All right. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Predestined. He's already predestined. Yo, what you're going to do is already predestined. Okay? You was already predestined to come up on this live, man. All right? This is something that you can't understand. One second. Yahawah, basically, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi has already picked men from the foundations of the earth. From the foundations of the earth. All right? Romans 8:29, I get that one. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Most definitely. All right. And yeah, that leads me to another one. And I could never spell this, man. Hey, I found it. Okay. Ephesians 1:5. Talking about free will. Having predestinated us into the adoption of children by Yahawashi HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. It's not your will, brother. It's of Yahweh's will. You are predestined to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace, wherein he has abounded towards us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he hath purposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in Hamashiach, that body, that remnant, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him, and this is the point, in whom also we have ordained an inheritance, being predestinated. Salakia. Being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. So you are predestinated. And let's get it. I just got to make sure you understand.
$43.09. Praorizo.
All right. To predetermine, decide beforehand. To predetermine, decide beforehand. To foreordain, appoint beforehand. And the new T of power decreeing from eternity, from the beginning. We know the end from the beginning. The book was already written. It's already been written. Okay? What do you mean you reject free will? I don't. Okay, well, that's good. If you reject free will, that's good. You don't have free will. You don't even got no choice to reject. You can't even reject anything. You can't reject nothing. All right, James, I get your James 1:18. Of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. Yep, exactly. So, I mean, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe we got confused. All right, but regardless, that's for edification purposes. It's no so-called free will in the Bible. All right, whatever you doing, your lot that you in, it's already destined. All we can do is pray and hope that we are a part of that number. All right. I want to get one more. 1 Samuel 16:14. But the spirit of Yahawah departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from Yahawah troubled him. So this is letting you know that Yahawah, he took his spirit up off of Saul, and he put an evil spirit on Saul because he was tired of him. He was done with him. So it ain't no free will. He was plagued by that spirit for the rest of his days until he got unalived on the battlefield. All right? And choosing life, you said choose life and live to this guy. Choosing life is following the laws and commandments and statutes to the best of your ability. That's choosing life. Ain't no such thing, out there that's going to help you more than these scriptures. Hey, brother, for elect only, I think, man, we probably got confused or something. Because you These scriptures you bringing out now supports that it's no free will. This is a good one right here. Romans 8:20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. Exactly. And that's also in 2nd Esdras. Right? Let's go get it. So that right there is a cut to anybody that's talking about free will. So Salakia, if but I don't know, your bio kind of got me like, yeah. Your bio kind of got me like what? I thought you was being a scoffer. Salakia, man. All right. Okay, 2nd Esdras 4:30. For the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning. Yahawah put that evil seed in Adam. And how much ungodliness hath it brought up unto this time? And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? All right. So Yahawah brought that, he put that in Adam for everything to play his role, for everything to play his part. All right, yeah. Halalyam la Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Okay. So getting back to the point of the entire lesson, these false gods that these people worship, they have already been ordained to worship these false gods. They have already been chosen to worship these false gods. All right. Let's go to Jude 1. And let's start at the top. And we about to finish it up. Jude, the servant of Yahawashi HaMashiach and brother of James, to them, and I will touch on the 12 tribes chart a little bit after this. To them that are sanctified by power, the Father, Yahawah, and preserved in Yahawashi HaMashiach, and called, mercy unto you, and peace and love be multiplied. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. It's very important that we let our brothers and sisters know what's happening, what's coming on, and what you are actually promised and what you are going to get in the kingdom, and, letting you know that this is the truth, man. All right? Because every man has to be persuaded in his own mind, right? So we exhort one another. We lift one another up, right? We push this truth, and we try to help our brothers and sisters, man. For there are certain men crept in unawares who were before of old ordained. Once again, knocking off that free will. Not getting on the brother, but just in general. To this condemnation, ungodly men turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness and denying the only power, Yahawah. All right, denying the only master, Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. And our master, Yahawashi HaMashiach. All right. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the master, the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation. This is not speaking about no so-called fallen angels. All right, this is speaking about us, the Israelites, the sons of God, the sons of Yahawah. Okay? We didn't keep our first estate. All right? Adam didn't keep his first estate. We were sent, we was on this earth, and we lost that everlasting life, that paradise. Okay? Which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation. He hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. This flesh right here is the chains. This right here, you got to fight this flesh. This right here is chains. All right? We under this. We not free. Now we are made free in our minds by the truth. Okay? But these chains are still on us. Captivity, the plantation, the slave master is still on us. Bills, taxes is still on us. Okay? So, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. Now, the brothers that come into this truth, you get the light and you get shown the way out. And that right there is a blessing. That's the best thing that you can ask for more than anything else on this planet is this truth. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, and set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. What were they doing? They was worshiping false gods. They were going after false gods. They was going after that strange woman. Okay? So, our people are still doing that to this day. They going after false gods. Pagans. Ancient and modern. They going after these false gods, man. Failing to understand these things. All right? And I go through just like, these are Israelites all over the world, man. New Orleans, I say New Orleans and freaking Las Vegas are like the epitome of Babylon. Because there's so many cultures in these places that just go and thrive. There's so much wickedness in these places, man. All right? This is, man, I didn't want to show all that. All right? I can't even say this shit. All right? Lupercalia was extremely popular and received support from the Senate as well as emperors like Julius and Augustus, Caesar, both Pope, Gelasius, all right, all of them. All right? This is your so-called Valentine's Day. Okay? It's a Mo festival. That's what it is. Okay? Lupercalia. And I'm probably saying it wrong, but this is what you know as Valentine's Day. It's a Mo festival. All right? And this goes into it. Saint Valentine's Day. Okay? And some things I ain't even know about, man. But it breaks down a lot of so-called festivals. New Year's Eve. Yes, indeed, your New Year's Eve. All right? And that's the one we was talking about at the beginning, Christmas. And then Hanukkah, the way that they worship it, the way that they serve it, right? They got the eight candle menorah, you know, with the knife in the middle and all that. This is off, okay? You look at this, you count this is correct, all right? 7 for completion, okay? They going off in the scriptures. It ain't 8, you know, and they do it at the wrong time of the year because they don't understand, okay? You know, Saturnalia, just this heathen, man. It's just heathen customs. At the end of the day, we don't do this shit. All right, we don't do this. So you Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we do not do this stuff. Even that bulls, right? And I had to go back into this one. But running of the bulls, all of that. So even things that you may think is harmless, stuff ain't harmless. This is all false god worship. If it's not in Leviticus 23rd chapter, or Yahawashi didn't do it, because Hanukkah is not in Leviticus 23rd chapter, but Yahawashi kept it. Because that happened afterwards, right? So, man, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Summer solstice. Like, even certain things like July 4th, you can't worship none of that stuff, man. All right? Even Juneteenth. We was not free during that time. Y'all want to be Black Lives Matter and all that. We wasn't free. We wasn't free until physically free, we wasn't free until 1969. It was literally still slaves that was chained up. Do your research. Easter. All right, 1 second. Come on. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up. Food almost done? It's done. All right. Oh, man, food almost done. So I'm going to wrap it up. Yeah, Easter is pagan. Most definitely. Easter. All right. It's going back to Ishtar. Astaroth. Many names. All right. Aphrodites. All right. Many names that she has. It's just a false god. All right. Easter is definitely pagan. You know, and I don't got enough time that I can sit here and read it. I read the first paragraph. The modern Christian Easter commemorates Hamashiach's entry into Jerusalem for the Ish Passover. And we just celebrate the Passover. All right? His crucifixion for claiming, what? To be the king. This shit crazy. For be the king of the Jews and his resurrection from the dead. It also marks the end of Lent, which is a 40-day religious fast in memory of Hamashiach's 40 days in the wilderness, where he resisted the temptations of the devil. All right, the Lenten fast is a penance for the Christmas and New Year excesses and is a common religious exercise shared by Muslims during Ramadan and by Yahawah and Yom Kippur. All right, and we don't do that. We just do what the scriptures say. We don't do what these Edomites say, right? So we're going to do Passover because that was given to us. It was told for us to do that. We're going to do the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We're going to do the Day of Atonement. We're going to do the Feast of First Fruits. We're going to do Hanukkah. We're going to do these type of things. We're not going to do, I ain't never seen Lent in the scriptures. Now, we know Yahawashi fasted 40 days, but I've never seen for us to go and do Lent. They just added that. All right. The Christian Holy Week of Easter includes Maundy Thursday, which, commemorates the Last Supper, Good Friday, the day of crucifixion, and Easter Sunday, the day of the resurrection. Christians celebrate Easter after the first full moon of the vernal equinox, which is a date that shifts each year. And this pagan calendar wreaks havoc with the church, but has resisted all attempts to reform it. The word Easter is from Estre, the pagan goddess of fertility. And that's correct, because it's Ishtar, Astaroth, Aphrodites, basically a sex god, whose festival was held on the vernal equinox when the days and nights are equal in length, and pagans thought the approach of spring was because Estre, or Ishtar, was steered into new life by the mystical green man. All right, boom. It's sex, man. Fertility or whatever. All right. And when is the Passover? It's 2 weeks after the new moon and the new year. All right. In the book of Exodus, it's 2 weeks after the new moon. So it's going to be around a full moon. Also letting you know that we marched out of Egypt with a full moon. So it was bright, So really I got to go. Food done and all that. But I'll hit the chart real quick. Yeah, we not free today. Exactly. Micah 2 and 10. It's no rest. This is not our rest. This is not our rest. So Judah, this is your Negroes, your so-called African Americans. Benjamin, this is your so-called Jamaicans or your West Indians, your Trinidadians. Levi, your so-called Haitians. Simeon, your so-called Dominicans. All right. Zebulon, your so-called Guatemalans to Panamanians, or be known as your Mayans, right? Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, your so-called Cubans. Gad, your so-called North American Indians, like Cherokee, Creek, Mississippians, all of those. All right. Reuben, your so-called Seminole Indians. And Naphtali, your so-called Argentinians or Chileans, from Argentina to Chile. Asher, your so-called Colombians to Uruguayans or Uruguay. And Issachar, your so-called Mexicans. Okay, these are the 12 tribes of Jacob. 12 tribes of Israel, Yasharahla. This is Yahawah, who's the true name of God. That's his chosen nation. That's his chosen people. Okay? And the book is Saturnalia, Pagans, Ancient, and Modern. Right? Hold it right there. Pagans, Ancient, and Modern. Written by Brian Bofton. And really, you ain't even got to buy it. You can just really research how my wife bought this book. And I'm just using it. But you can really research it all on Google. Just type in the origins of Christmas, origins of Valentine's Day, origins of whatever. Whatever you want to know the origins of, just type it in. All right? And then do some research. Get books. Be diligent in that way. But, most of the time, man, we got Google right here. The unicorn is right there. Okay? Now, let's go to Amos, 3rd chapter, and I'm wrapping up. I'm closing. Amos, 3rd chapter, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahawah have spoken against you, O children of Yasharahla. These are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All these nations and this is really just one nation. All right? It's many tribes in one nation. 12 tribes in our nation. It's only 18 nations on this planet. Okay? So us, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are part of the nation of Israel. Okay? And this is God's chosen people. So, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So, this is why, if y'all was on here earlier, we are under these curses. We are being punished. We are in captivity after captivity after captivity. And this is our final one. So, this is the time in the story, which is the story. This is the time where we wake up, where we have to come out of this deep sleep, and only some of our people will come out. 2/3 of our people will be unalived and judged. 1/3 of our people will be saved at this point in time. But all of our people will receive salvation eventually in the kingdom, because you will come back. And that's according to Isaiah 45:17. And Yasharahla, this is all the Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, shall be saved in Yahawah with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So the 2/3 of our people that don't want to turn away, they don't want to turn away from their wickedness, they're going to have to feel it. They're going to have to feel the nukes, which are going to hit America, or they're going to unalive in the war, right, through the draft, okay, or they're going to unalive in the Civil War, which is coming to America, all right, or they're going to be judged in some type of gruesome way, man. Yahawah is getting rid of people, and he's about to start doing it quickly. He's going to stop playing around. He's about to start doing it fast, all right, and the fastest way he's going to do it is through the nukes. That's how he's going to take out billions of people. And another way he's going to take out people is through pestilence, through sickness. All right? So, if you feel to be part of this, if your bloodline, if your father is a Negro, Latino, Native American, all right, and you know that, and basically your spirit is bearing witness, it's resonating with you, what we talked about tonight, then if you can understand this, then you really probably need to repent and turn back, man, from your wicked ways, and really start reading the Bible and start checking out the Israelites, man, and especially GMS on YouTube, okay? Because the truth is out there. The truth is out there. It's not hidden. It's not put away. It's not hard to find. It's all over the internet these days. All right? So the truth is out there. Yahawah is talking to his people through his prophets, his servants. Okay? So, hey, that's pretty much it. I ain't about to, go into it that deep, but this is the chart. This is the chart given to us. This is the correct chart. And Is the new moon feast tomorrow? What? Okay. Okay, man. All right, 1 second. We'll go into that. We'll go into that. Brother. Is the new moon feast tomorrow? What type of moon is outside right now? If you look outside, this is what you're going to see. This is not a new moon, man. This is a full moon. Look how big it is. Look how full it is. And Salakia, I mean, maybe you being sincere. I'm Salakia, man. But what is a full moon? A full moon is a lunar phase that occurs when the moon's side that faces Earth is fully illuminated by the sun, making it appear as a complete circle in the sky. So this is a full moon. All right? We seeing a full moon right now. If you look outside your window, you're going to see a full moon if it's dark where you at. Okay? So your question is the new moon feast tomorrow. What's a new moon? This is definitely not a new moon. It even says it right there. Esau knows. New. It's when you don't see the moon. That's a new moon. All right? Then it goes through a cycle. Okay? And that's how we keep the Sabbath. All right? The Sabbath was last night, and it just ended right now. Basically a couple hours ago. It just ended. Okay? So that was a full moon Sabbath. Yeah, it's very important that you know this, because it's some brothers out there, it's a whole camp out there that's teaching incorrectly, that's telling people that the new moon is the full moon, and that's just some bullshit. Even Esau, Edom, the so-called serpent, the so-called white man knows that the new moon is the new moon. Okay? All right, and the scriptures clearly say that the new moon is when the moon is, you can't see it. And it goes through. And this is a full moon. This is a full moon. All right. The Sabbath changes according to the moon cycles. So the Sabbath now, the Shabbat, is from Saturday night to Sunday night. All right. Next week, it's going to be Saturday night to Sunday night, because next week we are going to encounter a third quarter moon. Right. The moon is going to look like this. And then we're going to get the last Sabbath, and then we're going to find another new moon. Okay? You went to first class. Who? Class of who? What class? Because you can't learn this in no church. Oh. Hey, Kakuma still up in here? His brother went to IUIC. Them brothers off, man. Them brothers is off. Okay? Them brothers are off. They telling you can have sex on the Sabbath. Yeah, they not going to let you ask anything. They not. Them brothers is off. They going to try to take your money. They teaching for money. They teaching for foolish gain. All right? And they don't have no understanding. All right? They telling you that the new moon is the full moon, when clearly this is a full moon. This has been known. Matter of fact, actually, I'm glad you came in here, man. You know, we're going to go into it a little deeper, because them guys wicked, man. They just straight wicked to be teaching. They be teaching like that. All right, let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus 43:6. And I'm going to do this kind of quick because my wife cooked and I'm trying to go eat. But he made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. So first of all, the moon is to declare the time. It's to declare the time. It's a declaration of times and a sign of the world, right? From the moon is the sign of feasts. So he's talking about, a feast. It's giving you that sign of the Shabbat, the Sabbath, okay? It's giving you the sign of the Passover. It's giving you the sign of these feast days that we have. Back in Israel, we used to blow the trumpet every Sabbath, right? I got my trumpet right here, okay? A ram's horn. And we would blow the trumpet every Sabbath, man. So that's important. I mean, you don't got to get a trumpet. All right, that's just something, Now, if you're a teacher though, and you serious about this thing, then yeah, you should get a trumpet. You should have a menorah. You should be really practicing the feast days and things of that nature. Okay. Verse 43 and 7. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven. All right. So it's letting you know that the moon is a declaration of times. The month is called after the moon. Okay. So this is how we know how to keep our months. When the new moon comes in, that's a new month. Okay. So these guys telling you that it's a new moon feast today, they saying that the new month just came in. They always gonna be off. That's why every time we do a feast, they do this shit like 2 months, a month afterwards, because they off. They don't have the correct times. They going off of Catholicism. All right. I don't know. Saint Balin, say more. What you saying, man? I'm gonna read your little scripture. And he that hath the Son hath life, and he that hath not the Son of power hath not life. That's true. Okay. And what those guys call on? Conspire, they call on Christ, man. They don't call on Yahawashi Hamashiach. They're not going to teach you the correct name. They call on Christ. Jesus Christ is a wicked spirit. All right, that's the so-called YT man. That's going back to Cesare Borgia, and that's also going back to Serapis Christos. You type in, I want you to type in, this is why you check those guys. Don't check them, but just I would advise you don't go back to that school. All right, you type in Jesus Christ, go to images, what you gonna get? This who them guys is over there, man. They may be telling you that our king is black, but they calling on a white man. They calling on a white man. Okay? Why you never gonna get them? We calling on Yahawashi. Okay? We calling on the true king, Yahawashi, Hamashiach. All right? And his father, Yahawah. Our father, Yahawah. We ain't calling on no white man, no YT man. All right? So already right there in their doctrine, they off. We calling on Yahawah, Yahawah. They gonna teach you the Hebrew incorrectly, right? All that. They gonna teach you it all incorrectly, brother. And Bishop Nathaniel, they head leader, used to teach the names Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi. But he sold out to the so-called government to get that 5013C. That's why he's worth about $2 million. And IUIC is worth, what, 150 million? I believe so. All right. But our elders, the elders of GMS, man, that's teaching that correct 100% doctrine, ain't never sold out. Still, all right, Salakia, still on the corners. Luke 16 and 17, what you saying? Hypothetically, what if Jesus was white? Would that, he's not. The fuck? Are you ignorant? Ain't no hypothetically. Ain't no hypothetics in this, dude. Hebrews 7:14, man. Hypothetically. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. Okay? What is Judah? The Negroes. What is Judah, man? The Negroes. Ain't no hypothetics. Well, you calling on the wrong name. T squares. You say I call him Yahawah, you call him Yahuwah. You off. Ain't no you in the proper Hebrew. It's no you. It's no you. All right? And it never will be. You off. The so-called YT man taught you that. The facts matter. If you ain't listening to the facts, then you're going to be off. Saint. Okay, this is what this dude said. Nathaniel comes out of GMS. No, he don't. He come out of One West. Nathaniel comes out of GMS. You don't know the history. All of the camps need to focus on the gospel and stop fighting. Can two walk together unless they be agreed upon? Do you even know the scriptures? I want to ask you one question, man. Mark 13:22. For false Hamashiachs and false prophets shall rise and shall show signs and wonders to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. You think it's just going to be men out here that's not false? These are the false prophets that was talked about, that we was told about. Okay? Yeshua, that's Yahawashi. He is salvation. Sister, Yahawashi. He is salvation. That's what that name means. Yeshua doesn't mean he is salvation. Okay? Matthew 1:21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahawashi, not Jesus, because the letter J came around 500 years ago. Just this right here, Jesus means earth pig or earth swine, earth dung as well. For he shall save his people from his sins, from their sins. Yahawashi, he saves, he delivers. Okay? It's not Yahusha. You off. Once again, it's no U's in the Hebrew, man. So once again, man, get up out of here. You blocked. It wasn't called GMS back then. Nah, when Nate was back then, no. All right? It wasn't called GMS. Okay? Nathaniel just popped up. And he's teaching improper doctrine. He's calling on Jesus Christ. He's not calling on Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, which he used to teach. All right? To that brother, because that brother, what's your brother name again? Spear AC. Hey, just, follow me up and I'm telling you, don't go back to them guys, man. Them guys is wicked, bro. I'm telling you. All right? And matter of fact, if I could find it, right here. Let's see if this brother got it. Now he doing a lesson on it. Oh, man. Let me see. This is Bishop Nathaniel back in the day.
Forget what manner of man he was.
Wait a minute.
I have sent me unto you. Right. And the Most High said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham.
You heard that? The Lord God of your fathers. When it says Lord God there, that's when he gave Moses the name. Okay, the tetragram in English. Okay, we're going to prove that. Go ahead.
The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob have sent me unto you. This is my name forever.
This is my name forever. So when he says the Lord God of what?
The Lord God of your fathers.
Of your fathers. So that's when he gave Moses his true name. In the Hebrew it says Yahawah.
What?
That's a lot.
What? Hey, man. You let the man put his foot in his own mouth, okay? Why he don't teach the correct name anymore? So, Khan Spear, you got some questions to ask, right? That right there is your first question. Why doesn't this dude teach the correct name of Yahawah anymore? Or Yahawashi? All right? Because he sold out. He took the bag. He took that 5013C grant and he's working for the government now. Just like Martin Luther King. All right? That's the same situation, man. Didn't Hoover tell you, if it's going to be a black Messiah, we shall create him? This is what we're talking about. All right? Saint Seminole. Yeah, but you also supposed to call on the name of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi in the correct Hebrew. Zephaniah 3:9. The language is being given back to you. We got the language. You can learn Hebrew. Stop being lazy. Praise his name. Worship his name. Why do we argue about the name? Because the name, Acts 4:12. Why do we argue? I ain't arguing. I've never argued. I'm not arguing with nobody. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So if you call it on a false name, then you off. Talking about arguing. If you call it on a false name, you not being saved. This is your life in the balance. Yeshua, Yahweh, Yahusha. Read the stories of the gospel. Okay, read the stories of the gospel. We read them. I've been on here for over an hour, man. All right? Hey, Khan, yeah, the book of Sirach, that's Ecclesiasticus. All right, yeah, Khan, that's in the Apocrypha, most definitely. Okay? Matter of fact, hey, and I'm really trying to get up off here, but Barak 2:30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and they shall know that I am the Lord, their power, Yahawah, their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before Yahawah. All right? Think upon that name. That name lasts for all generations. No, sister, he did not claim I am. You don't understand the scriptures. And you women, first of all, are deprived of wisdom. Okay? And I've already read this. This is when you don't know how to teach, you don't know, and women don't teach, first of all. All right? And power said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Yasharahla, I am have sent me unto you. And power said, moreover. You got to understand what moreover means. Unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Yasharahla, Yahawah, power of your fathers. He's telling you his name right there. All right? And really, go to Exodus 15:3. Yahawah is a man of war. Yahawah is his name. It doesn't say I am. So you need to cut that I am shit out. It doesn't say I am. Okay? Yahuwah was found written in Paleo Hebrew in the Dead Sea Scrolls. No, it wasn't. The fuck is you talking about? This is Paleo Hebrew. Once again, where is the you? Look, man, piece the pieces together. Don't you think the white man could fake that shit? They faked the book of Enoch. That's not the real book of Enoch. Right? They gave you the book of Adam and Eve. They gave you the book of Thomas. They gave you the book of Mary. They gave you the book of Jubilees and Jasher. They gave you all this fake shit. And you still eating that shit? You have been forced to believe a lie, man. That's a delusion on you. This is, you know what paleo means? Ancient. This is ancient Hebrew, man. Why am I speaking in vulgarity? Because I fucking can. I may be rude in speech, not in knowledge. This is why, first of all, you women don't need to even open your fucking mouth, man. Alright? Oh, Salakia. Hey, what they got me heated in the spirit. Okay? Heated in the spirit. Nah, bro. Yahusha, fuck Yahusha. That's not a real name, man. That's not a real name. That's a false god. It ain't for you, though. It ain't for you to get it, biblical curls. Cover your fucking head. Cover your head. You trying to take upsteer over a man. Authority. You don't understand. You women are deprived of wisdom, man. No, it doesn't. Yahusha means nothing. It's Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Job 33. You know, matter of fact, I gotta go. I had been needed to go. But, oh man. Slakia. Job 39:17. Has thou Slakia. Because power hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. You women, first and foremost, are deprived of wisdom, man. All right? He has cursed you with a scab on your head. He has broken you down. He has made your secret parts distinct. That's Isaiah the 3rd chapter. Okay? You are cursed. You are cursed. It's not, you ain't even supposed to be speaking. This is church right now. It's 50 people in here. Okay? Where 2 or 3 are gathered, Yahawah is in the midst of them. And you actually trying to come in here and speak. All right? 1 Timothy 2:11. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to absorb authority over the man, but to be in silence. That other sister, she was being sincere. She was asking questions. Now that sister with all that hair, which is fake, that sister with all that hair talking about Yahusha, okay, you clearly, I bet you don't got a man. Because that spirit right there that you got on you, don't no man want to deal with that. All right? Nobody's going to deal with that. Where if you married, then you don't even, hey, thank you. If you married, you don't even supposed to be in here. You don't even supposed to be in here. Do you know the scriptures, sister? Do you know the scriptures? Clearly you don't. 1 Corinthians 14:34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. So shut up and leave. Or go get your head and he can come in here and listen. For it is a shame for women to speak in the church. You shameful. So everything I said is correct about you, except your hair. That's your real hair. Oh, bless you. But you still got a loud mouth and you in this live talking, embarrassing your household. Because you don't have no order. You don't supposed to be in here talking, going back and forth with a man. All right? At the end of the day. You know, and with that being said, man, hey, I'm pretty much done. So, to the brother, the brother that was dealing with IUIC, my advice to you is not to deal with them brothers anymore. Those brothers is off. Like I said, they got you thinking that the full moon is the new moon, and that's clearly a lie. And they do that to everybody. All right. So with that being said, man, facing the east, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And Shalawam to you sincere Akyam out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine. All right. Hey, if you ain't coming in the true names of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, then you do not have to be in this live, man. And don't come back and join my lives anymore, okay? Unless you actually trying to listen, because we not teaching fake over here. We not teaching lies, all right? And to the true ones, Kwam Yasharahla, all right? A Baba Ball to this wicked kingdom. Shalawam.